Okay, so here, back to business. 10:15 a.m. Sorry, I'm so tired of this. 10:15 a.m. is the 19th of June, 2025 here. I'm all cleaned up, okay, if you saw that. Oh, look, here I am. Hello. Why do I do this funny shit with the phone? I'm really tired. I need to rest and not constantly work. That's why. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to business here. So there are now, yesterday there was 2, 3, well, no, 1, 2, okay. Yeah, 7. Okay, so yesterday was 1, but there's 2. 2 work there, but there's 1. The one that isn't, it's gray. No one showed up yesterday at the renter's court, these 2. The one that's gray matches the one today. So here we go. After they decided to declare war from the renter's court on a chemical weapons compound, 2 individuals did not show up for work the following day from renter's court. They didn't walk in the front door. One of those individuals is gray, so that's the only word that comes to my brain to use. The same thing happened today, and they just confirmed it at renter's court. Today is worse. There's 5. But one of those is the same as the day before. It's gray. Okay, so add it up. 7. There are 7 judges with their little palms are sweaty, and they're holding those pins. And in reaction to, as of 10 o'clock this morning, because they realized they ain't showing up to walk in the door of renter's court, their palms are sweaty and they got their little pin they're grasping in their hand, and they're all ready, these 7 judges, to sign an arrest warrant to come and wage war on a chemical weapons, cannibal-ridden, organ harvesting terrorist cell. Okay, so this is their plot, and it's coming from the White House. Why is it being what they're doing at the White House is called legally planning a terrorist attack from the White House. All right? Okay, so understand the consequences that are coming to these people in the United States. All right. So the White House has got their Secret Service. That's why it's the White House. They're dispatching their terrorists from the White House who hold badges of Secret Service agents. They're going to change into DC PD uniform, and there's going to be 4, but one of them's gray. They're going to come with that warrant, holding it in their hands, the sweaty little hands clutching that too. And they're going to open fire on me, and they want to have it Instagram live. They have code words. Of course, they literally rehearse this and remember certain words to say. It's all for the camera. Because they can't do anything without a fucking camera. The terrorists in the United States. And they don't plan to arrest me. They don't want that. They want to end my life. It's an attempt on my life. That's all renter's court turned into. Okay, so they plan to come in replace of the DOD. Japan, the Japanese mafia, was behind all those pictures today with the DOD. I keep repeating that. The DOD was planning to come and arrest me by like 3 o'clock today. Yeah, they don't stop. How many times have I said this? Okay. It's not just this compound. These individuals in the United States will not stop until they are forcibly removed from government property. Okay. You keep letting them in to the Capitol building, the Senate building. You keep letting them in to these renters' courts in those front doors, and they're just going to go in there and never stop. They have to be forcibly removed from government buildings and property. Okay. So the White House is sending Secret Service to carry out the arrest warrant that's issued by these 7 judges that was spawned, spurred, and motivated by, as of 10 a.m. this morning, when 5 more didn't show up for renters court. They're all paid staff employees getting paid. Paid. And you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know what's in my bank account. Because if I had any money, I'd get the fuck out of here so fast. Yeah, that's not what they want. I'm not supposed to survive, witness, and ever leave this terrorist cell, so they believe. To keep me really, really poor. Wait till I revise and recap and testify again to the first brutal murder and chopped up body I ever witnessed here. Wait till I say that again. I've been wanting to testify to that again because those are serious charges that are being held over Donald Trump right now. He was in office when it happened. I'll never forget that one, Donald. So, but I'm not allowed to do that today. I have to go off the internet when I put this up. So just to tell the public. Okay. So the DOD big raid was a big raid, bust, arrest. Okay, same crap, different day. That got called off with Japan. Japan, get the fuck out of my country, Japan. This doesn't totally mix in with the White House Secret Service and the renters court, but the timeline as the clock ticks, here we are, 10 o'clock. Okay, Japan's wrapped. I had to wait till I did Japan. It wasn't that I'm informing the top rank about Japan. It's just I have to wait for my ripple in the pond. Okay? And then 10 o'clock comes, it's confirmed at the renters court. There's 5 more, but 1 is gray. Like yesterday, 1 is gray. Makes 7, and there's 7 judges. Didn't show up for work today at renters court. That prompted mostly by 10 o'clock in the morning, these 7 judges to sign those warrants, sign those arrest warrants, sign those search and raids. It's not a big raid though. They come, these Secret Service men dressed as DCPD, and they have their little recited code words that they rehearse down at the White House. They come in their little cars 6 blocks up and carry out their all filmed for camera fantasy. Okay? That's what they hope to do at renters court, because they'll never stop in these government buildings with these terrorists that have been hired on to enter into the property and premises of these government buildings. They'll never stop plotting terrorist attacks and engaging in terrorism from U.S. government federal grounds until they are forcibly removed. They'll never stop. Okay, then, renters court, Congress, Senate, every last bureaucratic office that houses the likes of ya, law enforcement, you're on that list, DOD, that's federal property, military bases that think they're army guys, throwing air punches, look at me, I'm good, mom. You stay right there and you sit right there and you refuse to leave. Do me a favor and sit right there. Donald, grab your camera and film yourself sitting right there. All right, so that's been made clear who's going to come up here and why. All right, now, I wasn't allowed to report it until now. Time stated, date stated. Earlier today, before I did my air punch show, I did a brief, hilariously funny Heidi doing air punches in her pajamas, okay? Okay, before I did that, I was poisoned 3 times. 2 of those times I had to race for my dear life to gush and gush and gush diarrhea out of my body. And that occurred about an hour before the air punch video, okay? It's just for the timeline sequence of events. I was forbidden from saying anything. Just fucking poisoned with chemical weapons, poisonous gases. Just poisoned, man. It's not a surprise that my hair, but I can't be making comments about my injuries, my hair. I just have to keep it to business, okay? All right, so there's been chemical weapons, gases used, poison being put on the survivor and the victim, unarmed female left in the house, and then armed military terrorists carrying out terrorist plots, approaching using chemical weapons, approaching with bullets, plotting and planning terrorist attacks from federal government grounds. It just doesn't stop. And that's what I'm supposed to say. And I have to get offline. Throw those air punches and sit right there. In fact, film it. Bye.